Okay, so I'm getting ready to ride into town. About an hour and 15-minute ride. I got the day off, so I'm gonna ride from out here where I live out there to the coffee shop in town and ride back. Nice fall day. Let me show you my setup on my bike. I got the rear flashing light, red light. This thing right here really can be seen from a good ways away, and I have noticed people come up behind me, they're more likely to pull over to the left lane, and they do it sooner. They slow down more quickly when they see this than when I don't have this. So this is probably the most important component that I have on my bike right now. I also got the front headlight. See, that thing flashes, but it's not really that bright. I don't know if anyone can see it. I had a friend said he couldn't see it during the daytime, but I run it anyway, just in case. I also got the single pannier. I got a safety vest in there if I need it. I got my 1 liter of water and an Nalgene bottle. I got inside here, I've got 2 tubes for my bike tires. You can see they've been in there for a while. That way if I get a flat, I don't have time to wait for the glue to dry on the patches, so I just replaced the tube. Got a waterproof cover for the pannier. I got the bike lock, and I got this little portable pump, just in case I get a flat. It's gonna be really hard to film this while I'm riding. Oh my goodness, yeah. Things dragging on the asphalt. All right, well, going on down the road here, avoiding walnuts. All right, woo! All right, I'm gonna put my phone up so I don't wreck. I'm gonna stop whenever anything cool, anything poignant, any cool like scenery. So basically, what's really lovely about riding on this road is the scenery. And the subtleties of the things you don't normally see when you're passing in a car. I could have just drove into town, right? But it's like, why? I mean, it'd take me 20 minutes, 15 minutes to get to town, hour to ride there. But it's so much more beautiful to ride on a day off. It's something to do, you get good exercise, it's beautiful, and you see, and there's all these like cool things to see. And you don't really see the detail of them in a car. Like, I know they're there. Like, I'll show you what I mean when I get up to, like, for example, like the tin barn. There's a tin barn up here. We call it the tin barn. And that's a cool thing to ride by. So anyway, yeah. And see right here, that's a nice view of old, I think that's Knob Mountain there. Pretty sure it's Knob Mountain. I think Neighbor Mountain is that one, like, over there. So it's a nice view, little cabin down there. Yeah. Anyways, so, you know, it's like a nice, easy, lazy ride. The wind is blowing, the sky is blue, got some rain coming later. A lot of walnuts falling out of the trees. I better watch out for falling walnuts. That could cause a collision. So that's like what's cool about riding out here. People think it's not safe, but you can hear the cars coming before they get to you. You know, and so you know, and you're prepared for it. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna ride on down the road a little bit, put this phone away, get on down the road. I do want to get to the coffee shop before it closes at 3. All right, now I'm coming up to the part of the road where I really got to lock in, because there's like, it's like a steep hill. There's a hill going up on one side, hill going down the other side. You know, it's a little bit of a dangerous section of the road, and I guarantee you, it never fails. It never fails. There's always cars coming at me on this road, on this little section up here. So I got to lock in now to be able to make sure I get through there safely. There's this section here, there's a car right there, you can see, drops down there to the left, goes straight up to the right. And it's a curve too. It drops like down to there. So I stopped to film this. Here comes the car right now. Yeah, so he slowed down as soon as he saw he was on video, didn't he? There's a fence there, so it's hard to get by there. It's a massive drop off there. And now if you get over here in this ditch, got this old wire fence here. Look at that. It's hard to see it on the video, but it's a whole section of fence. There's the post, goes all the way back in there. I mean, so if I had to get out and get into this ditch, there's a whole fence in the ditch that is making it dangerous. She comes down there. You can see the wires a little bit right there in the middle. Comes all the way down. Goes up to, well, right here. I don't see any barbed wire on there, but it's all, you know, metal fence. There it is right in there. There's a whole fence post right there. So that's why I said I want to lock in. You got to lock in coming through here. Here comes another car. See, check it out. Let's check it out. See this car's coming? See, it's hauling ass. You see that? Yeah. This is also a sketchy section of the road, but I just love it. It's so beautiful. Got a barn right on the hill. Sky. Mountain back there. It's awesome. All right. Here comes the end of the road. Or at least the end of this section of the road. It's a little steep little hill down here, down to the bridge. Pretty fun. Woo! I got the brake on though. I don't like to fly down this road because down these hills. Because man, you never know if a deer's gonna run out in front of you. You get smoked by a deer. That would be pretty, that would suck, dude. All right. Famous low water bridge. This ain't low water bridge though. There's the river. What you see down there? That's the low water bridge. That's the old bridge. Pull over here so you can see it better. That's the old bridge right there. So this is called low water bridge because there's the low water bridge there. You got the beautiful mountain there, Duncan Knob in the background. You see the rain starting. It's gonna start raining here in a few hours. And then this way, the river's nice and clear right now. Yeah, love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna lock in and go into town. It's nothing but a little byway, scenic byway from here on in. I might get some video of it on the way back. Here comes a car. But right now I got to get down there because it is getting down to the time where the coffee shop is gonna close. Oh, they were just married. Nice. The coffee shop's about to close here in a little bit more than an hour. So I want to make sure I get there and get some coffee before they close. So it should take me about 20 more minutes to get into town. Anyway, the beautiful sky, man. I mean, good Lord, it's so awesome up here. Cool. All right, so now I'm entering the town of Luray. I'm about to go down a sketchy little road here called Mechanic Street. And now this road would be nice to fly down if there wasn't no side streets coming into it. But people pull out in front of you on this street, man. You have to really take it easy going down this hill, even though the temptation is to just cruise, because you can get up to like 30 or something. At least on my bike I can. Probably if you had a race bike, get going faster. But yeah, so it's a nice little cruise, but you can't do it that way. There's too many driveways and too many side streets. Ooh. How y'all doing?
Good.
That's badass right there. There's where I'm going. Now, I'm gonna do something I'm probably not allowed to do. Other than walk the bike under the ramp. Well, I guess I can't. Doesn't say nothing about I can't ride up this, does it? Ooh. Here on the old Main Street, Luray. Pretty sick mural going on up there. That's pretty cool. All right, so I went and got some coffee. I didn't bring the phone in there because I thought that would be kind of weird. Let's see here, I'm checking these lights. But anyway, got the bike ready to rock. Yeah, on the bridge in town. So I'm gonna get going. The tourists are out. Some back there. But I'm just waiting for some locals to drive by and talk shit. One time, I'll tell y'all a story. One time, oh wait, let me get my GPS ready here, hold up. I just seen a Jeep that said Eco Diesel on it. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, let me go down this here thing. Right. Get out down here on the Greenway. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all a story though. Ooh, I'm gonna fucking wreck if I don't go slower. Some dude over there in his car creeping at the Greenway. Weirdo. Anyway, what was the story? Oh yeah, one time I was walking around Luray, walking down Main Street, and see I got pretty long hair. It's pretty long. It goes down over my shoulders, and I had a beard too. And I'm just walking down, and these fucking rednecks go by, and they're like, they just look at me, and one dude's just like, he just goes, hair. I was pissed, man. I was about to be like, man, fuck you. But then I was like, that shit's actually hilarious. So anyway, well, yeah, man. Now clouds starting to come in. You can see some clouds over there. Probably gonna rain here a little while. I don't know when though. I don't know when. What time is it? 2:55. So it's probably gonna rain in like 2 hours, maybe it might start. So I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the day out here on this bike, man. Man, people don't ride bikes enough, I don't think, man. People drive too much. I mean, I know people are busy and all. It's a busy world. Hey, whose license plate says "Hey Pop." People aren't lying when they say Virginia is the vanity plate capital of America. It's the freaking truth. And in Luray, someone's got the Nickelback license plate. Yeah, all kinds of license plate. I seen one said Fear 3 and 8, which is like Dale Earnhardt Jr. One said Redneck. That dude picked me up hitchhiking over Newmarket. Anyway, I'm gonna film a little bit for y'all so y'all can see what I'm seeing. covering leaves, looks like. Totally it'll probably be a legendary. Hey! I don't know, something got me, but it ain't. I don't want to make this one quick because I'm in a kind of a bad spot. But you see here, deer. There's a deer path right there. And then directly on the other side of the road, there's another one. So they cross right here. You can even see how there's probably their footprints right there, or places where they've walked. I don't know, maybe not. But I don't know, maybe not. There's a lot of dirt there. But yeah, these are some of the interesting things you can see. There's even places here you can, deer have crossed there. You can see their footprint. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but there's footprints all through there. They all run up this bank. Anyway, I gotta go. Car's coming, I think. Rain's coming though, I know that. There we go, now I'm back on the last road, down here by the river. Going past this farm. This is a really pretty place. There's Kennedy's Peak back there. Cows back there too. That beautiful big old sycamore tree. That cedar tree won an award for being outstanding in its field. Yep, you see that? You'll have that on them big jobs. All right, well here we have the burnout tracks. Yeah, I think fishtailed out here a little ways, then back over here, and it faded out. Yeah, I can still almost smell the rubber, boy. I can almost smell the rubber still, honey. Look at that, man. The back road, man, ain't nothing wrong with the back road. We got legit log cabins back here. Yeah, look at that thing. Old ass log cabin. Oh, here's a hole in the fence. Maybe I can get a better shot of it. We got to get the yurt campground here, the river camp, with that thing back there in the shower house. And you know what? That shower house got a grill down there, a little smoker type vibe. That shower house back there has a soda machine, and I have never stopped there when I'm riding. That would probably be a good place to stop, you know, mid-ride and just grab a soda, but I've never been thirsty for one on the way. That's about 5 miles, you know, the whole trip's about 10 miles. So right where I'm at now is halfway in either direction if I go to or from town. So, you know, I don't really have any, never really have any desire for a soda, even if I'm riding my bike. But anyway, it'd be interesting to know, or to get one, or know what kind of sodas is in there. If they got cheer wine in there, now that would be dope, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, right on. Those horses won awards for being outstanding in their field. Now, this here, that barn now, not that barn. This house is, I have to look up, I've heard this is the oldest standing house in Page County. Right here, the Kaiser house. That's an old settler house, from what I understand. Now, it might not be true. That chimney looks like it. See, this one's got a brick chimney. That one looks newer, right? But yeah, so that's what I've heard, you know. And that's one thing about back here. There's some other cemeteries that are like back in the woods. That there's one, and the graves are etched. They're like 200 years old, you know, and that's a good while back. I mean, I think Hell yeah. I think they're out there. I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting cemetery. You got to walk through the woods to get to it. And it's a hard one to get to, but it is an interesting one. There's a number of them back here. Anyway, thought that'd be a good little bit of history. Man, it's so beautiful out here. I don't even know. If you can see up there on the hill, there's a few round bales. All of them won an award for because they're outstanding in their field. All right, here we go, back on this hill with the road work. Well, that road work is way down there. Now, normally, I can just cruise down this hill, but it's a one lane road. So I guess I'm supposed to stop, but I ain't doing that. One time I seen a deer run up that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go down here. Now, I'm gonna very adeptly pull some maneuvers that I learned riding bikes in. You see that? I learned moves like that when I was cycling around DC, cycling around New Orleans, even Harrisonburg. You see? Look, right here. Oh. See, man, sometimes you gotta apply city riding skills in the country. Because look, here comes a car. They might not stop. Now they're going real slow. They could be stoned. I don't know, but they could also be just hauling us. See, they're stopping for me. Look at that. Look at that. That is so nice. Share the road. That's what I like to see. There's old Neighbor Mountain there. Or Knob Mountain. No, it's Neighbor Mountain. Hey, heck yeah. That was pretty cool. All right, and you know what I think is also pretty interesting? Look. Right here, it says, stop. Stop. See, this is one they done rebuilt years ago. That was a long time ago. They had the road closed off there. Up here you got SA, stop ahead. Little mudslide there. You have that. Right there, OLR, be prepared to stop. Maybe that means one lane road. I don't know. Look, BPS, one lane road ahead. That should be like, be prepared to stop. I think somebody put the wrong signs up. Dang, should have stopped for that school bus, man. They didn't run me off the road, but look at there. I mean, if you're gonna get run off the road, at least get run off next to the river. I mean, don't fall down there, but like, you know, at least stay in here in the median, but. All right, let's see what this one says. This says RWA, roadwork ahead. Okay, they nailed that one. Look, there's a deer path. Yeah, it's just cool because like there's all these subtle little things that are just really enjoyable to see and look at. Look at that beautiful tree changing color. I mean, look at that. You know, just like beauty everywhere. Everywhere out here. Everywhere I look. Look, there's a field over there. I mean, it's awesome. There's that tractor. My blue tractor. You can kind of see it through there. Well, I mean, it did win an award because it's outstanding in its field. There's that old tin barn I was talking about. Corrugated metal. That's we always talk about that. That's a good little landmark. Oh, and then by the way, all them round bales, you can't even see them. There's so many of them now. Kind of see them all through the trees there, all them round bales. Every one of them won an award for being the best round bales in Page County. Now I had to turn around and backtrack because I noticed something up in the woods. It might be hard to see, but look at that. I don't know if you can, hold up. I don't know if it's visible. You can see them rocks up there, you see that? I believe that is an old foundation. I ain't going up on to it because there's a fence there, and anyway, it's hard to see, but yeah, I think that's an old foundation right here. There's a driveway down there. That's someone's private property, so I believe that's an old foundation of a building or something. And fall flowers, little purple flowers. Give me some allergies. Whew. Sometimes you'll see an elusive random piece of furniture thrown over the bank when you're riding back here on these back roads. We continue. Okay, we got a downhill coming up. Try to see if I can hold my phone while cruising. Not bad. That wasn't a very big downhill, but next time we have a little bike ride adventure with hard left, we're gonna cruise downhill on one of them. That's the psychology of it. I'm in the home stretch now, so getting back into the neighborhood. Back here in Sticks, it's a little neighborhood back here. Yep. Just looking over there in the woods. Just checking out. See, that's people's yards right there. I mean, their houses are back up on the hill there. Deer run through there. That national forest all the way down to the river. The river's just down there a little ways. That's a road down to public boat landing. There. Sounds like it could be a fight going on up here. I heard somebody like, no, I don't want to. Maybe we'll hear some drama. No drama. Cool bird flying. Well, there's this cat here. Hi. Well, I'm back from the bike ride. I totally forgot. I stopped down and got a soda, and I totally realized that I did not actually finish filming a conclusion. But anyway, now y'all get the idea of like what it's like kind of pedaling around on these back roads. That's just one back road here in Page County, but got the rain moving in. I don't know what to say in conclusion, but it's just fun. It's a nice thing to do on a day off. Ride out on a back road, go get some coffee, just spend some hours getting some exercise and enjoying being outside. Sometimes you see a lot of cool wildlife. You could see the deer crossings. I saw a fox one time with a little white tip on its tail. That was pretty cool. I didn't really see a lot of wildlife this time. But yeah, in conclusion, that's how you do it. Get out here, just go ride around, you know, take it easy, have some safety things so people see you, and have a good time. Man, these bugs, whew, rough. All right, let me get back to the cat.